Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon here with Matthias the Scorpion King and Jerry the King Lawler. And today on Monday Night Raw, we now got Seth Rollins and his team and his henchmen with him. Gorilla Monsoon says, yes, they are henchmen of his, Matthias the Scorpion King says. And so far, James Storm and the AOP, Razor and Akam have been doing everything that Seth Rollins has told them to do and some. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Who's going to stand up to them, Jerry the King Lawler said. Not Godzilla. Not Aladdin. Not Jasmine. Not Samoa Joe. Not Buzz Lightyear. Not Drew McIntyre. Not Ashley Williams. Who's going to stand up to them? I like it when everything comes together. You know, this is truly a good day to be alive here. You see, I am making the way for the upcoming, and the upcoming holds for no man and no woman. You can do all you want, but there's no way you can ever stop the upcoming. And it's only going to get bigger. You know, it's only going to get more, it's only going to get bigger from here. You see, right now, it looks small, but soon, and I oath you both, soon, you are going to see more folks follow. More folks be on the right side of yesteryear. So far, me and James Storm and the AOP, we have already done that. You know? And you can see we got the gold. Yes, they do got the gold, Matthias the Scorpion King says. But for how long will they have the gold for? That's right, Gorilla Monsoon said. How long will Seth Rollins and his team of henchmen or evildoers or followers or worshippers or whatever he calls them, how long will they continue to run over the TWF? Don't be calling their followers, their worshippers, Jerry the King Lawler says. Don't shame, don't unlook the leader. Well, here comes Kevin Owens now with Belasca. Well, good for you, Seth Rollins. You just put another one out, Kevin Owens said. Yeah, so sad. Well, first it was Aladdin and Jasmine, and no one didn't see them for some time. Then it was Godzilla. And then after that, somehow, then it went to, I don't know, Samoa Joe. But the way I look at it, you haven't put out us yet, Kevin Owens says. That's right, Belasca says. We're still here. And by our count, hell's not half full yet. By our track, hell isn't even half full yet. Oh, and who are you going to get? Tell me. Just tell me, Belasca and Kevin Owens. Who is going to be dumb enough to join up with the two of you after the stunt and lark you two pulled? You should talk, Seth Rollins. You're the one, Kevin Owens said, that's pulled the stunt, pulled the lark, being a jerk, saying you're a leader when truly you're an evildoer. That's right, Belasca says. You may have you may have put out some folks like Godzilla and Samoa Joe. You may have put out others like Aladdin and Jasmine. You may have put out others, but sadly you didn't put us out. And you didn't put out the other man. That's right. You didn't put me out. And unlike these two, I actually got true say over what goes on here. So today, Seth Rollins, it's going to be Kevin Owens, Belasca, and myself taking on you two. Seth Rollins and James Storm. You two are going to be putting, those on the line. And you'll be fighting the New Day, Xavier Woods. You'll be the New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Biggie Langston. And that's going to happen sometime this month at Verily Legal, one of the old ECW shows. And if you keep this shit up, who knows? It might go to Mayhem too. Old WCW one. But that is in the upcoming, like you like to talk about. As for right now, it's going to be me, Belasca, and Kevin Owens fighting. It's going to be Kevin Owens and me fighting you, Seth Rollins, and James Storm. And I know you're two henchmen over there, the AOP. Yeah, I'll make it earnest. I'll make it this way. If Kevin Owens and Belasca can get past the AOP, Razor and Akam, then they're gonna fight you for those belts there. And then the New Day, put it that way, the New Day is gonna have so much fun. The New Day is gonna face you two sometime down the road, or they'll face Belasca and Kevin Owens, who's still the team winners by the time Barely Legal comes along, or the time Mayhem comes along, or the time WrestlePalooza comes along. Alright, Ashley Williams, you're on. But just keep in mind, this is going to be Kevin Owens and Belasca's burial. Well, we're going to see if that will happen or not. Gorilla Monsoon says, now we got to get the Fight Lord in here. And this will be the first time that we will actually see Azar and Akam, the AOP, the Authors of Ache, the Authors of Pain, the Riders of Ache, since offer and pain are French borrowed words, Gorilla Monsoon says. The English words is rider and ache. I believe this is Akam. That's Akam, I believe, and that's Razor. I could be wrong, you know. And now in the ring we got Kevin Owens, also at one time known as Kevin Steen, Gorilla Monsoon said. Well, I'll tell you right now, Mafas Scorpion King says, you know, Seth Rollins and James Storm have to know that sooner or later their behavior, the way they're behaving, is going to come back to them. Oh, not so true, Jerry the King Lawler says. You just gotta like Akam and Razor. These two, they're former WWE NXT team winners. They're former WWE Raw team winners. Yes, they are. Razor right now, or that could be Akam. One of the two is in there right now. Gorilla Monsoon says. And this all Kevin Owens and Belasca put themselves in this hang-up. They made this hang-up. They put themselves in this bind, Jerry the King Lawler says. Oh, Kevin Owens right now. Coming in. Stunner on Akam. A stunner on Akam and Kevin Owens tagging in. Belasca. Give me a break, Jerry the King Lawler. Would you be earnest? You know, as Seth Rollins has started the hang-ups that put everybody in these binds. Gorilla Monsoon said, yeah, Jerry the King Lawler, you know that, Mafasa Scorpion King says. And now Razor in there now with Belasca. You know Seth Rollins is the hang-up. You know he's the one that put everybody in these binds. Oh, and everybody's slam. You know. And I was happy to see if Belasca and Kevin Owens beat the AOP here, Mafasa Scorpion King said. Well, Belasca getting out of the way here of Kevin Owens. Oh! The Belasca Stunner. The Belasca Stunner. And now Belasca believes Belasca believes they have all this taken care of. And sadly, now these jerks are coming back again. What the oh! Seth Rollins just nailed him and curb stomped down Kevin Owens. Wait a minute. And on the other side, James Storm there. Oh! James Storm just hit her with the belt. And he just did the final call to Belasca. And Akam and Razor. Getting back in now. Oh! Well, that's not a good way of doing it. fall. And it's over here. And Razor is going to get the win here for his team. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. I like this, Jerry the King Lawler said. Good for the AOP. Good for Akam and Razor. Would you be earnest? Would you stop? Jerry the King Lawler. It's not good for them. They got a dirty win, Gorilla Monsoon says. It's basically a misbirth of right here. You're right about that, Mufasa Scorpion King said. This is sad. But you could all blame it on Seth Rollins and James Storm doing what they did to Kevin Owens and Belasca, helping AOP beat them here on Monday Night Raw. Yeah. And that's truly sad here. And I would like to know if Kevin Owens and Belasca are going to be able to come back from this or not. Well, as we do know, we got Renee Young and as we do know, Gorilla Monsoon says we got Renee Young now. And she's going to be talking with Ashley Williams now to see what, if anything, he can do. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. Ashley Williams, we just saw the AOP, Razor and Akam, beat Belasca and Kevin Owens. And did you see what happened? Yes, I saw what happened, and I didn't think it was right. Alright? I still stand by my word. So, Belasca and Kevin Owens, even though they did not beat the AOP, and AOP beat them, I believe that Kevin Owens and Belasca will be the first ones to get a shot at Seth Rollins and James Storm will be the ones that will meet Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston in New Day. And made sure that Kevin Owens and Belasca will fight the AOP again. And whoever wins from that will either face Seth Rollins or James Storm or the New Day, Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston. I am going down now, Renee, to now say what I have to say. Well, thank you. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that speech, Ashley Williams. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Alright, come on. Thank you, Renee Young, Gorilla Monsoon says for that. And now we got Ashley Williams back in the ring. As I said, and I will say this now, Seth Rollins and James Storm will meet the New Day, Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston. And Kevin Owens and Belasca will fight the AOP again. And whoever wins from there will face either the New Day or Seth Rollins or James Storm. I'm here to say right now that Seth Rollins, his behavior, his henchmen, the AOP, Razor and Akam, and James Storm, I will not put up anymore with their bullshit, with their horse shit, is what we're putting up with. And I do know that someone else also stands behind me in this. And she can come out here. Yeah. But let's put it this way, Diva Talk says, I do stand with you in that. I think Seth Rollins is a hang-up. I believe he's a bind. Well, here comes Seth Rollins coming back to the ring now. So you think you're going to stop me? You believe that you're going to stop me from doing what I have to do? I'm a leader, and a leader has to make hard picks here. Let me warn you right now, Seth Rollins, if any of your friends hit me again or lay a hand on me again, being fired and losing your winnings is gonna be the big of your two big bonds. Well, I'm not going to do anything to you. Razor, Akam, James Storm, they're not going to do nothing to you. I'm not going to do nothing to you. But all I'm going to tell you right now is that you line them up, I knock them down. And I am a leader. And I am bringing the upcoming. And there's nothing you or anyone else can do about stopping the upcoming. Now, I say I like to end the show the same way I began the show. With me and my followers. The AOP, Razor and Akam, and me and James Storm and myself want to end the fight the same way we want to begin the fight. In a way that everybody's going to know, you just saw what happened to Belasca and Kevin Owens, and what will happen to... You saw what happened to Godzilla and Samoa Joe, right? You saw why Aladdin and Jasmine haven't been around lately. You also saw what happened to Ashley Williams and why he wants nothing to do with me. So the way I say it, let this all be a warning to everyone. You don't fuck with me, Seth Rollins says, or the AOP, or James Storm. Because I don't give two shits about who you are. At the end of the day, I'm going to take you out like that. Well, let's go. Well, it looks like that's all the time we have here for... Oh. Well, apparently, it looks like that is all the time we have here for Monday Night Raw, you know. And only time will tell, Girl Monsoon said, how long Seth Rollins and his henchmen can go to do all this shit they've been doing here and the TWF. Well, you know Matthias the Scorpion King says, yeah, only time will tell how long they go on going with all the evil shit they've been doing. Hey, don't be saying anything bad about them, Jerry the King Lawler said. You don't want to be on their hit list. Well, that's all the time well, Jerry the King Lawler said, I guess we don't. You know, I guess we don't, Girl Monsoon says. But at the end of the day, Seth Rollins ain't no leader. And the way he's behaving, he's shaming everyone. And himself. Well, it's all the time we got here for TWF Monday Night Raw. I'm Gorilla Monsoon from Matthias the Scorpion King and Jerry the King Lawler. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact.